Welcome. Today we are talking about embedding quantization, one of the most practical tricks for making AI search cheaper and faster. If you work with vector databases, semantic search, or retrieval augmented generation, this is for you. Here is our plan. First, a quick refresher on what an embedding is. Then the real problem they create at scale. Then how quantization shrinks them down, the two main types, how we keep accuracy high, and the tools that do it for you. Let us start with the basics. An embedding is just a list of numbers that captures the meaning of some text, an image, or audio. A sentence like, "The cat sat on the mat," gets turned into maybe 768 numbers. Texts with similar meaning end up with similar numbers, so we can measure how close two ideas are by measuring the distance between their number lists. That is the magic behind semantic search. Now the problem. Each of those numbers is usually stored as a 32-bit floating point value. That is 4 bytes per number. A single embedding with 1000 dimensions takes 4 kilobytes. That sounds tiny, until you have 10 million documents. Suddenly you are storing 40 gigabytes of vectors, all of which need to sit in fast memory for search to be quick. Memory is expensive, and bigger vectors also mean slower comparisons. This is where quantization comes in. Quantization simply means using fewer bits to store each number. Think of it like rounding. Instead of saving a precise value like 0.3847, we snap it to the nearest value on a much coarser scale. We lose a little detail, but we save a lot of space. The clever part is that for search, we usually do not need perfect precision. We just need to know which vectors are roughly closest, and approximate numbers are good enough for that. The first main type is scalar quantization, often called int8. Here we squeeze each 32-bit float into a single 8-bit integer, a whole number between 0 and 255. That is 4 times smaller. To do it, we look at the range of values in each dimension, then map that range onto those 256 buckets. The result keeps almost all of the accuracy, typically 99% of the original search quality, while cutting memory to a quarter. The second type is far more aggressive. It is called binary quantization. Here we reduce each number to a single bit, just a 1 or a 0. The rule is simple. If the value is positive, it becomes a 1. If it is negative or 0, it becomes a 0. This makes the vector 32 times smaller. And comparing binary vectors is incredibly fast, because computers can compare bits using a single hardware operation called Hamming distance. Now you might worry. Surely turning rich numbers into single bits destroys accuracy. It does hurt, but less than you would expect, and there is a brilliant fix called resco ring, or oversampling. The idea is two-stage search. First, use the tiny binary vectors to quickly grab a larger candidate set, say the top 100. Then re-rank just those few using the original, full precision vectors. You get binary speed with near full accuracy, because the expensive step runs on only a handful of results. So who does this for you? The good news is you rarely build it by hand. Sentence Transformers from Hugging Face has built-in support for int8 and binary quantization in a couple of lines. Vector databases like Quadrant, Milvus, Weaviate, and Pinecone all offer quantization as a configuration setting. Quadrant in particular is known for strong scalar and binary quantization with automatic resco ring. You flip a switch, and your storage bill drops dramatically. Let us look at the numbers side by side, because they are striking. Take 1 million embeddings with 1000 dimensions. As full 32-bit floats, that is about 4 gigabytes. As int8, it drops to 1 gigabyte. As binary, it falls to just 125 megabytes. That is a 32 times reduction. Search speed also climbs, often 4 to 40 times faster, while accuracy stays in the high 90s when you add resco ring. So when should you use each one? If accuracy is everything and your dataset is small, Stick with full precision floats. For most production systems with millions of vectors, int8 scalar quantization is the sweet spot. It is nearly free in terms of quality and saves 75% of memory. Reach for binary quantization when you have huge scale, tens of millions of vectors or more, and you can afford the rescoring step to recover accuracy. Let us recap. Embeddings are lists of numbers that capture meaning, but at scale they are expensive to store and compare. Quantization shrinks them by using fewer bits. int8 gives you 4 times savings with almost no quality loss. Binary gives you 32 times savings, recovered with a quick rescoring pass. And the best tools do it for you with a single setting. If this helped clear things up, follow for more plain English AI breakdowns, and tell me in the comments which technique you would try first.